So I had some psilocybin mushrooms today. Only like zero point 0.6 of a gram, a low dose. I had a trip like not that long ago. Some people might say it's like you're going too heavy on the psychedelics, man. Not good, but it's really a low dose. It's really chill. I mean, the most I've ever taken is 2.5 grams. And all times I've taken is just really chill. Like I don't understand how there's any detriment, how it can be detrimental at all. The only detrimental factor I can think of is that it can be addictive because, like anything, you're always searching for that high. Really, you're always searching for happiness and safety. And a lot of it, yeah, like the things that we are pulled towards, the sort of addictions like alcohol and weed and shit. We do it because we feel safe and we feel confident in our bodies and just so. But yeah, so it can be a bit addicting. But anyway, so zero point 0.6 of a gram I had today, and yeah, like they're just really chill. Like they just make me feel relaxed and really present. And they get me in touch with reality. They take me out of my mind, out of my fucking. I mean, they don't take me out of my mind. They take me a step back so I can see my mind as it is, because the weird thing is that we're living in our minds the vast majority of the time, and we don't even know it. So right now, I don't think I'm living in my mind, but I am. To a certain extent. And what do I mean by living in your mind? What I mean is that I'm perceiving reality filtered through my mind. So here's reality, raw as it is, and then my mind is projecting and overlaying onto reality all its conditioning and dislikes and likes and all this. And so what psychedelics do for me is they really get me in touch with reality. They put things into perspective. What really matters? What actually matters in life? And of course you got to ask the question, what even is life? What matters in life? Or what is life? What even is this? And then you see that, what is life? What is my life? You start to see that your life is all you've ever known. It's the very foundation of everything. Everything that you've ever experienced, everything that you've ever known has all happened within your life. All of it. And you get in touch with this truth when you take psychedelics. You really get in touch with the foundation of existence, and it is existence itself. You just get in touch with the fact that you exist, that this is your life, and everything that you've ever known and experienced has all happened within your life, within life. And what is your life? What is this? And you start to fucking connect with this and see how fucking sacred this is. See how fucking miraculous this is. How fucking... I don't know. Because we're all so focused on what's happening in our lives that we don't really pay attention to our life as a whole. Just the very fact that we are alive. We're so focused on what's happening in our life that we forget that we have a life. And this is all just concepts coming out of my mouth. And this is kind of a frustrating thing, is that you can never really get across this message because it's really an experiential thing. Because people who are living in their mind, people who are viewing reality filtered through their mind, don't even realize that they're viewing reality filtered through their minds. And I am guilty of this, of course I am. Everyone is. You see reality as your mind sees it. But when I take mushrooms, it's like you're seeing reality for how it actually is, and you're seeing how your mind is interpreting reality. Usually we're in our mind interpreting reality, not knowing that we're doing that. And it's just reality. We think this is reality, but actually it's our mind's projection of reality. So with psychedelics, you're in reality, you can see it, and then you can also see your mind, how it's projecting that shit onto reality. But anyway, so you really, it puts things into perspective. You connect with the foundation of your existence, which is consciousness. And it brings me, it can bring to mind a lot of existential sadness within me when taking mushrooms. Because it shows me how much I take life for granted. Take my life for granted. Take the fact that I just am alive. How much I take that for granted, and how much I forget how fucking sacred this thing is. And how I get caught up in the pettiness of life. Resentments, guilts, righteousness, fears. So there's a lot of existential sadness, because I realize that I have this tremendous capacity within me to love, to abide in consciousness, the miracle of it, and see how everything's interconnected, and look at the sameness within things and other people, And, the differences don't matter. The differences are just a unique expression of the sameness. You can have likes and dislikes. You can dislike a quality within somebody, but you can still love them. You can still see the sameness within them. So this is why I can feel quite existentially sad, because I realize how much I'm living in my mind on a day-to-day basis and not actually living in reality. And I'm like making up who people are. And the truth is that how can I ever know who people are? I only know people through my own mind, and my mind is projecting all its shit onto that. I don't know, this is hard to explain, but basically what I'm trying to say is that when I'm on mushrooms, I think about these sort of reoccurring problems that I have in my head. Like, oh, these certain relationships need fixing in this area. Where can I communicate better? What can I do to take action on what is best for me? And how do I be more assertive? And all these kind of psychological things that, this trauma that's been running in my life for so long. And like these reoccurring things that just keep happening. I think about these, like these reoccurring thoughts. And so on psychedelics, I bring to mind these sorts of similar things and see, like, can I get a better perspective here? And I see, like, I bring to mind, like, a certain relationship or something, or a situation, and I feel fucking existentially sad because I realize that it's like, why am I caught up in this whole story? Like, it's not even real. Like, this whole narrative that I've made up about this relationship or this situation. Like, I just need to forget that whole thing and just love them. Like, you really get in touch with the fact that everyone's in the same boat as you. Like, I was just born into this world with no choice, and I've been put all this social conditioning onto me. I haven't really had any choice in how I'm gonna act and shit. I didn't have choice in what trauma I was gonna go through and what I was good at and what I was not good at. And so when you really get in touch with that, you see that within everybody else. And you see that everybody's doing the very best that they can. If they could do better, they would do better. Everyone's doing the best that they can. Everyone is trying their fucking hardest to live this life. This is the weirdest thing ever. We're just born into this world. I mean, there's no instruction book, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, deep down, all of us have this existential crisis of, what the fuck am I? What am I doing? What's this whole thing about? I've got to fucking play this game of life. I don't understand. And when you understand that everybody hasn't got a fucking clue what's going on, that's compassion. That's love. You just go, look, man, I don't care about our differences. I don't care if you think this way and I think another and we don't agree here, I don't care if, I'm not, when something's not working in the relationship. Like, it's none of our fault. We're just going through life clueless. We're born into this body with this social conditioning, and we're all doing the best that we can. And when you see that, you just kind of just forget about the differences and just focus on this fact that this is like we're clueless, like we're really innocent. When you focus, when you can see that innocence within you that has no clue what's going on, you see that within another person, and that's the essence of them, and that's the essence within you. People, like, we think we know what we're doing, but we don't. No, we haven't got a fucking clue what we're doing. We make believe we do. But no one fucking knows what this is. No one fucking knows what is going on here. We have no choice in being born. How can we know who the fuck we are and what we're doing? And so when you tap into that essence within you, you really can get in touch with that within someone else, and it's no longer a game of righteousness or shit like that, like my opinion's better than your opinion, or I'm right about this, you're wrong about that, and I think it's this way, I don't believe in what you think, and all these differences and disagreements, and none of that matters. That's just surface level shit. It really doesn't matter if you have differences. We all have differences. We're all unique. But it does not matter if I believe in something and someone else believes in something else. Because that's the conditioning that we've gone through. And you just respect that in another person, and you just get in touch with their essence. That is this innocence and cluelessness. And so this is why I can get existentially sad, because I just realize how much I'm not interacting with people on the level of their essence, of the level of their innocence. And it's hard, because most people don't recognize their own innocence and their essence, the love within them, this cluelessness, this, the unknownness within them, the fact that they're alive, like the fact that they didn't choose to be born and they're just living out this life, and they're just like this innocent consciousness that's just trying their very best to live and facing all these struggles and hardships and sufferings, and they're doing the best that they can. And yeah, I don't know. We need to be kinder with ourselves. The problem with sort of like Western therapy or psychology, or the pursuit of happiness, the problem with this is that no one wants to go fucking existential and deep with this, but you have to. There's literally no other way. We're trying to go about this on a psychological level, but it goes beyond that. It's an existential thing. It is getting in touch with your innocence and your essence and your nature of being unknown. It's realizing, and it's being honest with yourself that you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing and who you are. You really don't, because if you really get present with yourself, you can see that it's like, this makes no fucking sense. Like, this whole time I was trying to be somebody, trying to do something, but that's just all a game, that's just all play that I'm doing. Like, really, I'm just this innocence that's had no choice in being alive, or, you know, all this shit. And yeah, this is what I'm saying, is that this is a really deep thing, because it's fucking deep and existential, and people think that they can be happy without going deep, without exploring existentialism and spirituality, and without asking the question, who am I and what is consciousness? People think this is all philosophical masturbation, like, who am I, what is reality, what is consciousness? Oh, boring questions, we'll never know, just mental masturbation. Well, the thing is that no, there is no answer. You can't find an answer intellectually. But the whole point of these questions, who am I, what is reality, what is consciousness, the whole point of these questions is to take you out of your mind and to realize the profundity, the fact that you are alive, and that you had no choice in that. At least who you think you are, at least this ego who thinks it's running the game all the time, had no choice in that. And here you are. So really it's like getting in, like, happiness is about getting in touch with this innocence within you. This part of yourself that is yourself, that you know, it's you. And it's really just about giving yourself kindness and compassion, even on the fucking bad days that you have. More than ever. We struggle so much. We suffer. And then we give ourselves a hard time because we suffer. We go, we're not good, I'm not good enough. And then we feel guilty that we're not good enough, and all this shit. And we just make it worse. And so we've really got to be gentle with ourselves, really got to be kind with ourselves. And sometimes you may ask, why should I be kind with myself? I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a dickhead. I'm doing everything wrong. I'm a fuck up. Well, that's precisely why we've got to be kind with ourselves. Because it's not our fault. The shit that we're going through and the shit that we think we've done something terrible, that we're a bad person. This is the journey we're on. It's not really who we are. Once you get in touch with your essence, your innocence, you can see that you're doing the best that you can. You're trying hard to just be happy. You're doing the best you can. And sometimes the best you can do is shit. It's gonna be, you know, sometimes you're just struggling with life, and that's the best that you can do. And so magic mushrooms really, they really just make you kinder. They show they show this to you. They show that I'm doing the best that I can with the level of awareness that I have, and so I should just be kind with myself. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know who I am. I don't know what life is. I don't know why I've got these mental problems in my head. I don't know why anything is happening. This is all a fucking mystery. This is the weirdest thing ever. I'm just born into the world and this is what I'm living. It's fucking weird. We have to give ourselves a break. We have to be gentle with ourselves and be kind because this is fucking weird shit. So magic mushrooms really fucking just make you realize this. So just be kind with yourself because you're doing the best you can. Playing this game with no instruction book. And then when you be kind to yourself, because of that, you can be kind with others. Because you realize that they're all going through the exact same journey. I mean, the journey is different. They're psychologically going through different shit, but the journey of coming into this human body without any instructions is the same. We're all fucking clueless. We all don't fucking know what's going on here. And that's love. That's understanding. You're connecting with people on the level of, I don't fucking know what's going on here. You don't fucking know what's going on here. This is the fucking weirdest thing ever. This is a mystery. Let's just hang out together. We're in the same boat here. We're in the same boat.